This is Perspectivas Latinas, a community service of CANTV. I'm Juan Carlos Hernandez. Our guests today are from Mexican Dance Ensemble, one of the most active groups of folkloric dance in Chicago. They're here to talk about their work, travels, and their upcoming benefit on October 10th. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you for having us.
Great. Let's start off by, well, you were here last year, and welcome back. Thanks for coming again.
Thank you very much.
Sam Cortez, you are the director. Tell us about this group, just a bit of the history and where you've been lately.
Yes, well, we were discussing that a few minutes ago. We are 12 years old, 13, almost 13 years old.
Almost 13.
Yes, and we've been performing in Illinois and the whole United States.
Where in the United States?
Texas, New York, Colorado,
Iowa,
remember?
California.
California.
Wow.
We've been here and there.
Michigan.
Michigan, Wisconsin, all around. Yeah.
So while it's not just the Midwest, you get pulled everywhere.
Yes, we got invited to perform in Dubai, and France, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, Taiwan, and a little part of the group it's performing right now in Greece.
In Greece?
Yes.
Okay, we'll definitely get into how you become part of those long circuits of travel. But let's move on to Nina Sandoval. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us about yourself and how you became part of the group, please.
Well, I've been dancing with Mexican Dance Ensemble for 9 years, and they actually were performing at a school fair. And my mom, she's like, "Do you want to dance?" And I'm like, "Okay."
She didn't have to push you in there.
She really didn't have to push me in there. I saw them perform, I fell in love, and now I perform.
Wow, and you're in college now. Is it more difficult to stay with it?
It's actually not, because I base my schedule off our practices, and so with working and school, it's I base my schedule off practices and performances. I try to keep my dates available as much as I can. So
wow,
yeah,
that's some commitment and some love.
Yeah, definitely love.
That's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Eduardo Cortez, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, well, again, just give us a brief history of yourself. And well, if I remember correctly, you were in the group, you left, and you returned.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It was actually scheduling conflicts, and at that point, because school, work, trying to make it all fit together, my schedules are a little more rigid, so it's hard to fix everything correctly. But then during that time that I was actually away from the group, I tried to take advantage and still do some dancing. I just stepped away from Mexican or folkloric dancing.
So what did you go into?
Actually tried out salsa dancing and modern Latin dance.
And what, you liked it, didn't like it, it was good? I'm sure you liked it.
Oh, I definitely liked it.
But what made you return?
There's nothing like folkloric dancing.
Really?
There's a love there. History for me. Been dancing for almost close to 10 years at this point now. On and off again, like five years here and then 5 years with this group now.
Wow. And well, we'll definitely talk a little more about what keeps all of you guys dancing. But you have one of your groups over in. You have a huge group, I imagine.
Yeah,
you have some in Greece now.
Yes, some of them are performing in Greece right now. We got invited like 2 years ago, but it doesn't happen like right away. We need to talk about conditions and try to put everything together. So
you don't want people ending up in a tent, right?
Of course, we need to make sure that everything is ready for us when we get there. And we've been talking about this tour for almost 2 years, and then it became real this month.
Oh, and how do those tours work out? You also been to Dubai and you said Taiwan, all around the U.S. How does that happen? I'm sure there are a lot of groups, folkloric dance groups, but I'm not aware of them traveling so far. And why?
Yeah, well, you need to create they need to see your work and believe in it. I mean, you cannot just have a group and then suddenly been everywhere, right?
Right.
You need to show quality, and as soon as they see that you're serious about your art, they start calling you. It happens. It just happened. They saw us actually for the first tour. They saw us performing in Navy Pier. We were performing in Navy Pier, small performance next to the Children's Museum, and then somebody talked to us and like, "Are you guys interested in performing in Dubai?"
In Dubai?
Yeah.
So somebody tapped you on the shoulder when you were at NWP? Was it somebody from Dubai or?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, they were Indians. It's very strange. A group of Indian people, and they were getting ready to organize something in a festival in Dubai.
Okay, great. Now we're gonna watch a piece that you guys performed for us here in the studio. Tell me about this first piece we're gonna watch, where it's from and what it's about.
Okay, the first piece is from Veracruz, from El Área de la Huasteca. It's up in the mountains. They have this type of dance, and the dance, it's called La Petenera.
Okay.
And
It's a traditional dance.
it's a traditional dance from La Huasteca Veracruzana.
Okay, thanks. Let's watch that now.
Thank you very much.
La sirena se embarcó en un buque de madera. La sirena se embarcó en un buque de madera. Como el viento le faltó, como el viento le faltó, no pudo llegar a tierra. A medio mar se quedó cantando la petenera. Navegando sin timón desde el mar embravecido, navegando sin timón desde el mar embravecido, hoy me encontré un camarón, ay na na na, hoy me encontré un camarón sumamente adolorido, que dice tu corazón se quedó, se va conmigo. Cuando el marinero mira la borrasca por el cielo, cuando el marinero mira la borrasca por el cielo, alza la cara y suspira, alza la cara y suspira y le dice al compañero, si Dios me salva la vida, no vuelvo a ser marinero.
Well, thanks for that, Sam, and all of you. And it's a very beautiful piece. As Eduardo said, it is. I think you see and feel the love for the music there. But you also, and Sam, you touched on it. You see the striving for quality.
Yes.
How do you, as the director, ensure that there is quality, that your performers really care and want to give their best on stage?
It has to do a lot with how much time they invest in practicing the dances and how much passion they have for our culture. It's not just dancing. They need to be informed. They need to know where is this dress coming from. And they actually read. They kind of know what's going on with all the folklorico thing. So when you put together a piece, the sense that you give to the people watching, it's more understandable way.
Okay, so what does Sam gives you, because during your performances I saw him like telling you a few things, give you some instructions. But when you're practicing, what does he give you homework? He gives you a book and you have to take notes and
Actually.
there are quizzes, tests?
No. So usually before we learn a piece, he'll give us a quick summary, like, okay, this is from this part of Mexico, you know, this is why they wear this is why they do that. And, you know, we learn it, and then he'll post something like, he'll send us links, you know, through our emails, like, you know, check this video out, or read this out. This is to understand a little bit more. So, you know, he teaches us, and then he gives us the links, and it's just a little bit of everything.
So you're not just performing, you actually know what you're performing and why.
Yeah.
Wow. Eduardo, well, I find your story interesting because it's rare that somebody leaves something and then returns. But obviously there's that passion and, like he said, that love for this. How do you make it work where you can give time? Like he said, you have to invest time to be good. How do you make that work of being a student?
Well, sometimes what you have to sacrifice is sleep.
Wow, so you're performing at what, 3 in the morning or what?
You know, that's when schoolwork has to get done.
Oh, that's when you do your schoolwork.
Yeah.
So you put it off?
Yeah, you kind of have to schedule very tightly everything. You have to fit everything into small areas because practice time is constant, three times a week. Sorry, 2 hours each day, and we have to get there, and then that's not even including performances.
Wow. So what does your family do? Did your family bring you into dance, or you said, I want to dance, and you told your family? And
Well, initially I was brought into it when I was about 7 years old. Kind of like, your sister's doing it, your brother's doing it, you go do it.
and how's your family? Are you the only one that remains dancing now?
At this point, yes.
Wow. And what does your family say? What do your parents say, your siblings?
They're supportive of it. They come see shows, but at this point it's like, you're old enough, you decide your own life, so we'll support you whatever you do, but we can't be following you every single where.
So for both of you, this is a question. Do you think you'll continue performing after you, I know it's because life gets in the way, right? You know, or life changes. After you're done studying and you move on into professional careers, will you try to stay in it or connected to dancing in some way, Nina?
I think I definitely would. If you know, if he needs me if I'm not dancing and, you know, he needs me for performance, I'll be there. I'll be there. You know, I'll still contribute as much as I can. There's just no going away from it. I mean, it's been part of my life for so long. I grew up dancing, so that's how I grew up. So it's like
they start having kids and bring the kids.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Right,
So I don't think there's no way of just leaving or, you know, just stop, you know, dancing.
Right. Have you had anybody like that, Sam, that has left the group and they have their children and are now bringing their children?
Yes, I have a bunch of kids in the children group that the parents they're the ones that started dancing, and now I have their children's.
Wow. And how is that relationship? I mean, I'm sure it's interesting that you had them as students and now you have their children. How do you make that work? I mean, they're not stepping in and saying, hey, you know what, I already know.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, in this case, one of the girls has 3 girls, and all of them are dancing in the same group. And the good thing is she's helping me with that class.
Oh, she's helping you.
So that's kind of make it
So it's a
easier.
positive.
Yeah,
It's a
but
positive.
she, regardless, she's a very positive person, and she let me handle it.
Okay, great. Now we're going to watch a second piece. Please tell me about this second one we're going to watch.
This song is from el estado de Sinaloa, state of Sinaloa, and the name is El Sinaloense. Band music is very traditional in that area, and a lot of people will recognize this piece.
Yeah, and it's not like the band that we hear on the radio now, right? It's very traditional.
Actually, some of the bands that still play this music, they play it too, but this is the very traditional piece.
Okay, let's watch that now. Well, thanks for that piece. One thing that becomes evident from watching these first two pieces is that you have to be in some shape, in some good shape, to be performing and practicing. How do you follow a special diet? Do you work out? What do you do?
try.
Eduardo, tell me.
Oh, I'm probably a bad example at this. But usually it's just that constant practicing. Just honestly, like Sam says, like practice like if you're performing it, because how you do it at practice, that's how you're going to do it on stage.
Okay. And Nina, you don't have to follow a special diet or anything?
Definitely not.
So it's all vitamin T, tacos, tortas,
Oh, yeah.
tostadas.
Well, you know, besides dance, I do a little bit of yoga on my own.
Okay.
So I kind of do that, and then, like he said, the constant practice. And funny thing, every time after practice, we always go out to eat.
Where do you go to eat?
You know, whatever's open late.
Yeah.
I know Wingstop is one of them.
Wingstop,
Yes.
okay.
It's probably not what we should be eating, but you know, we're hungry, and you know, we have practice at night. So you know, most of us work the entire day. So we go to practice, and when we get out, we're all pretty hungry.
Okay, what
so.
time do you practice usually?
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
That is pretty late.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it works with everybody's schedule, to be honest.
Because
It
most
just-
people are out of work, should be out of work by that time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
why we
works
choose that.
perfectly. That's the
That's
perfect
good.
time for everyone.
So now you're having your second annual gala, and tell me about how it went last year. Who came out, and
It was amazing.
Really?
Thank God. Yes.
what made it amazing?
Well, seeing the people that come to support us, it was great. Then seeing my family, my dancers, parents of the children working together to make a special event, it was amazing for me.
Yeah. Were you? Did you go to the event?
Yes, yes.
Tell me about that. Did you perform? What was your role at the event?
I did perform. So, you know, all of the dancers as a group, we had something to do, whether it was like, I know he bartended, was serving food, or we had greeters at the door, and I performed. So I performed, and we just interact with everyone, you know, let them know, you know, they could talk to us, or if they want more information on the group. But we just make ourselves available to everyone that comes to contribute.
So you were bartending as well.
Yes.
So you're a dancer. You're what? Computer person, nerd,
Computer wizard.
computer wizard, and a bartender.
Yes.
So how was the ambiance? How was the energy at the event last year?
See, right from the beginning, people, you could feel like an excitement in the air. That was our first annual, well, now it's annual, our first gala.
Right.
And it's something that we had never done before. The people that followed us, supported us, had never seen us do something like that. So we could feel that they were excited for us, just as we were excited about having everyone there.
Wow. And this year it's October 10th, right?
October 10.
Okay, and where is it?
And
600 West Cermak.
600 West Cermak. It's like between Pilsen and Chinatown, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind
Right
of.
in between.
And obviously, if people want more information, they could go to your website.
yes.
And what if, I'm sure there are a lot of parents and maybe some people in junior high, high school that might be interested in dancing with you or becoming a dancer. What does it take to become part of the group? Should they come to the gala and get to know you first, or?
They can come to the gala and talk to us, but we have our studio in 5824 West Roosevelt, and we have the classes all week, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Sorry, no. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays.
They can find us there from 7 to 10 because I have the children classes.
What time are the children's classes?
The beginners, they're there on Monday and Wednesday. Mondays 7 to 8 and Wednesdays 6 to 7. The other children group, it's 7 to 8 on Wednesdays and 7 to 8 on Fridays. Sorry, I get confused all the time.
Yeah, with all these groups, how
Yeah.
many dancers do you have in total?
Children, there should be around 60
60
kids.
And
Adults,
adults?
20 something, 24, 25. I don't know the number. Can you believe that?
When is a person in your dance group considered an adult? Once they hit what?
When they get into the main company.
The main company.
Usually around 16, 17
16.
years old.
Okay, and
Young adults.
young adults. Okay, and so you bring all these folks together, and what's the age that usually that people start dancing?
Oh my goodness, they should be at least 5 because there's a mature age to actually follow them in the dance class. But I have children 3 years old.
Okay, okay, we're out of time, unfortunately. It was great to have you here, but we're going to close out the program with the final piece. Tell us about that piece, please. And yeah,
It's the most traditional folk Mexican folk dance, Jarabe Tapatío. This is actually a dance from the state of Jalisco, but it's well known all around the world, and I think it represents us as Mexicans all around the world.
okay. Well, thank you all for coming out today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you much for having us.
And to your audience, thank you for joining us. Perspectivas Latinas is a community service of CANTV. If your nonprofit organization would like to work with CANTV, call 312-738-1400 and ask for nonprofit services. Tune into Perspectivas Latinas for local issues and concerns every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on CANTV 21. I'm Juan Carlos Hernandez. Thank you for joining us.